What's up, everybody? Oklahoma game day is upon us, and the Sooners are ready to play. The AllSooners crew has got you covered. I'm John Hoover, publisher at AllSooners, and if you're anything like me, you are very ready for kickoff. Am I right? Sooners host Arkansas State on Saturday, 11 a.m. kickoff. ESPN's got the broadcast. It's OU's final season opener as a member of the Big 12 Conference. Pretty cool. So this time next year, the Sooners are going to be starting the 2024 season as a member of the SEC. Yeah, exciting stuff for sure. But first, we still got to play this 2023 season, and guess what? After a month of talking to OU players and coaches, they also sound very ready to get it started on Saturday against the Arkansas State Red Wolves. So let's bring in Ryan Chapman. Let's bring in Randall Sweet. Guys, it's Arkansas State. Sooners are a 36.5-point favorite, according to FanDuel. It's going to be a blowout. OU starts the season ranked number 20. That's not very good for a program like Oklahoma. But Arkansas State was 3-9 last year, and I don't know if they got much better this year. Butch Jones is the coach. J.T. Shrout is the quarterback, former Tennessee guy. Nobody expects much of a game this year, am I right? So, the fact is, we saw the Sooners mow down the non-con last year, right? Then go 3-6 in Big 12 play. What can Oklahoma do on Saturday to really let this fan base know that 6-7 is a thing of the past and that this team actually has improved?
Whether it's fair or not, the way that the last non-conference went a year ago, I don't think there's anything Oklahoma can really do against Arkansas State on Saturday that's going to convince the fans it's different or things like that. I think people are going to be really excited to see a bunch of the new faces. What does Javonte Barnes and Gavin Sawchuk look like? The full unveiling, not a Cheez-It Bowl situation. Savion Burnett left guard, wide receivers, Peyton Bowen, Jaron Cannon, all the stuff. But Oklahoma absolutely torched their non-conference slate a year ago, and they were awful in Big 12 play, finished 6-7. I think that for Oklahoma, fair, unfair, too high of a standard, it's a fool me once, fool me twice situation in Norman. And really, unless it's a loss or the team looks bad, I don't think people are going to really believe that things are different until the Sooners walk into the Cotton Bowl against Texas, because Cincinnati's turning over the roster, and Iowa State, who knows who's going to play in that thing. So it may be an unfair standard to hold the team to, but I think people were too burnt last year that I don't really see anything that could go on Saturday that would be the seal of approval. It's all changed, if that makes sense, happen to Norman.
I think that, to really give the OU fan base a sign that, OU's return to what they were prior to last year at 6-7, that 6-7 is a thing of the past. I think that they really need to get a shutout. Show that defense is rebuilt, that, it's where it should be with a Brent Venables led team and a Brent Venables staff. If OU can get that shutout, I think that would be a big deal. I think that it would really give fans some confidence, especially if they add a few takeaways in there, some forced fumbles, a strip sack maybe, interception. If they can do that, then I think that fans should be more confident in the team coming off of last year.
Good stuff, good stuff. My take on that is get the heck off the field on third downs, convert on third and fourth down and in the red zone, and just be efficient like Brent Venables has said a lot this preseason, a lot this offseason, and certainly a lot this week. Not a lot of penalties. Limit the penalties. Take care of the football. No major busts. But even then, listen, if you win this game 55-10, it's no guarantee that you're automatically going to do that again in conference play. So moral of the story, fan base, Sooner Nation, don't get emotionally swept away in anything you see Saturday, even if it's very, very good, because we saw it last year. Okay, let's switch gears here. Give me one offensive player and one defensive player who are new to the starting lineup that you're most eager to watch, not just on Saturday, but maybe all season. I'll start real quick. Offense first for me, and that's an easy one with the release of the depth chart this week. It's Marcus Major or Tawee Walker, right? Can those guys at running back stay healthy and perform well and hold off those super sophomores, Javonte Barnes and Gavin Sawchuk? Or is this more of an honorary starter thing for the senior and the JUCO transfer walk-on, where by the end of the season everybody's going to have 100 to 150, maybe 175 carries? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if we're going to learn that Saturday, but we'll see. Then on defense, it's Justin Harrington. He won the starting job at Cheetah. I need to see a full season of him holding down that job as a starter. And then right behind him, Deshaun McCullough coming in and doing whatever it is he's going to do, whether it's rush the passer or drop in coverage or what, some combination. Those two guys, not only watching them in practice, but talking to them in interviews this preseason, I am genuinely excited to see them play this year. Ryan and Randall, how about you guys?
Yeah, both sides of the ball. Let's go offense first. The wide receiver room is what everyone's talked about all offseason long. We've heard about him in scrimmages. I want to see Andrew Anthony. What does that look like actually for Oklahoma? Jalil Farouk, Drake Stoops, Gavin Freeman, that seems like kind of the known quantities. And we just kept hearing Andrew Anthony's speed. Andrew Anthony's speed broke off a couple of big, long touchdown catches in the scrimmages, like we said. And I want to see what that looks like. Can Dylan Gabriel air that ball out and let Andrew Anthony be the guy to stretch the field offensively? Then flip it over on the defense. A ton of options, new transfers, freshmen, all that. But I'm going to have my eyes at the heart of the defense, the guy standing right next to Danny Stutzman, Jaren Kanak. We've heard about his athleticism. We got to see it in spurts last year, but Ted Roof, Brent Venables, they'll remind you any time that they talk about him that this is a guy that played skill position in high school, and he's learning the linebacker position, wins that initial camp battle, named the starter alongside Stutzman. I want to see what Jaren Kanak looks like on the interior of that defense, not playing on the edge, not blitzing like Brent Venables said in his press conference on Tuesday. What does Kanak look like trying to shed blocks and with things going on up there? The defensive line in front of him should help out, but I want to see if Stutzman and Kanak can really be frickin' frack, Pete and repeat, linebacker 1 and linebacker 2 for Oklahoma in the 2023 season.
Starter on offense that I'm really excited to see, a new starter, I'm going to go with Savion Byrd. And now I know he started one game last year, the Cheez-It Bowl, but there's a really high recruit from a football factory in Duncanville, Texas. I think that he's going to be a really, really good player on the interior offensive line at that left guard spot. And I think that he's a guy who down the road could be an NFL draft pick. And I would also add Tyler Guyton into that mix. I know he started 5 games last year, but I'm excited to see what he can do in his first full season as a starter. I think that he will be a very high NFL draft pick when it's all said and done. He's very athletic, long. He's going to be protecting Dylan Gabriel's blind side, and I think that he's going to be really, really important for this offensive line. Now on defense, I'm really excited to see Gentry Williams, a local Oklahoma kid from Tulsa, great athlete, especially after that scary incident we heard about in the spring. Getting him back for fall camp and getting him as a starter on the field, I think that that's really exciting, and I think that he is going to be a defensive back that OU fans love. I think that he's long, he's fast, and he's, again, a local kid from Tulsa. You need to keep those kids in state. If he performs well, it would really help recruiting, and it would really help the OU defense's performance this season.
All right, fellas, great stuff. And that's what we're used to giving folks here at AllSooners is great stuff. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage of the game on Saturday. Pre-game, the in-game live blog, which is absolutely blown up over the years, every Saturday. AllSooners.com. Post-game interviews from players and coaches. Of course, our reaction. We're going to have the AllSooners podcast. It's certified fresh from the press box. Late at night. All that and more. Just keep it right here at AllSooners.com. For Ryan Chapman and Randall Sweet, I'm John Hoover. See you guys.